WP, everyone's angels and devils, looming over their shoulders, are real and visible. Generally speaking, they appear as small humanoid pixies, no larger than hummingbirds. So it's odd that yours are both lumbering 12-foot-tall primordial beings, of biblically terrifying design. Grandpa. Johnny's small voice shook, as he looked to his grandfather, then to the giant horned demon on his left, and finally to the blindingly bright, multi-headed, multi-winged angel, on his right. Yes, my boy, coaxed the elderly man. What is it? He continued stirring soup in a big pot over the campfire. Why are your guides so big? He had blurted this question quickly, more a shout than a question. He called himself, knowing, despite his youth, that these questions might hurt his grandfather. Why can't you go inside with Grandma? The booming thunder of the old man's guide's voices began. A cacophonous mix of demonic growling and angelic chorus, emanating above the clouds. All the while, the man stood, stirring the pot, and thoughtful look upon his face. I'll tell you, young one, but the grandfather turned and looked sternly the young man in his eyes, then the many eyes of the small angel to his right, and finally, to the tiny imp on his left. All three seemed to quail beneath those eyes, that had seen so much. You must promise to learn from my mistakes. The boy nodded, awed and excited at the same time. His grandfather gestured for him to sit on the stump near the fire. As the boy sat, his grandfather began stirring the pot again and speaking. Above and behind him, the gargantuan guides seemed to grow slightly smaller. When I was a boy, not much older than you, my mother sat me down and told me that my guides would always be with me, advising me toward good or ill. Sometimes, she said, your angel will be wrong, and sometimes your demon will be right. The choice is yours, no matter what others might say. The child gasped. This was not what his parents had told him. This was not what his teachers or the preachers at church had taught. Follow your angel was the motto printed everywhere. Those who follow their demons were damned, he knew deep in his still growing bones. I know. I was shocked as well. But the old man glanced up at the towering figures behind him, their terrifying visage, a constant reminder. I decided that I wanted to live up to her words. She was my mother, after all. I loved her, still love her to this day. So I listened carefully to my guides, and each time a choice was to be made, he stopped and smiled. I chose a third option. They only weigh in on choices that affect fate. Moral choices are all they have knowledge on. He laughed. When I was 13, I fell head over heels in love with a girl from town. After our first date, we sat on a porch swing at her house. My demon snarled out and whispered, "She is yours. Take her as you please." My angel quietly intoned, "Preserve your virtue and hers. Bid her a good night." The boy blushed at hearing this, but his grandfather went on. I kissed her, deeply, passionately. And then I said good night and left. And that was when they both started to grow. The boy nodded, though he did not truly understand. His grandfather chuckled and explained, if you listen only to one of your guides, it will grow and grow, your other guide will remain the same. And if you listen to neither, well, at this, the old man pointed up at his guides. Bui. Grandpa, said the boy, confusion as clear in his voice as in face, I've never seen anyone without guides the same size. Even the priests have angels and demons, the same size. Grandpa smiled and looked thoughtfully at his grandson. And that should tell you all you need to know about morality. Far above him, the guides both grew a tiny bit,